parents and students of biology. Real quick rundown of the week. Apologize for last week's email not going out. It got basically all the emails that were sent out during the weekend through RenWeb were lost and never found again on the internet. So who knows where the heck they went. So I apologize you didn't get an email last week. But this week I want to make sure the parents and students are all on the same page here. If you can't log into Moodle, you need to be able to do so. It's very important. Notice that all of these right here I'm pointing to, those are all the open book, open note quizzes you can take. Now parents, the students know this, they can take this quiz up to 5 times over again. It will not tell them the correct answer, but the answers are all in their book. If they have trouble finding with their notes, they should look at the textbook. When I made these up, I read through the textbook and made up questions based upon them. Now there is a 30-minute wait period between each attempt. That way students aren't just guessing randomly. Makes each try count. Now they can redo that up to 5 times. So if you see your son or daughter does not have a perfect score on these assignments and they're named this on RenWeb, or they haven't done it yet, they need to start doing those. I haven't assigned the biodiversity yet. That's what I'll assign on Monday. But the only thing they have to do this week is to get all of these grades up to a perfect score. Now this is a quiz I gave on Friday. This cannot be retaken because it's just a quiz. It's not worth a whole lot of points. But what I want you to know is that if they scored low on this, it's very important that they're looking and doing these and getting all of their points on those. All right, that's all we're going to be doing this week. The other biology classes watched a movie. It's going to basically talking about global climate change. We don't call it global warming anymore. So it's going to be kind of a movie showing that, and we're going to discuss it and things of that nature, kind of tie it back into our biodiversity and how we're impacting as humans, how we're impacting the earth. So it's imperative that they are staying on top of these. So if you check their RenWeb and you notice that they haven't done one of these yet, please help me out and make sure they're doing them. Students, if you notice you haven't got one done, check RenWeb. If you don't have a grade for it, you either didn't submit it or you didn't finish it, so make sure you're taking care of that. I will start sending out emails to you and your parents notifying that you haven't taken those yet. So what I'll start doing if you're not doing them, I'll just mark them as missing in the gradebook, and that's not good. You don't want that. That goes down as a 0 in the gradebook. Also, finally guys, sorry, on Monday, tomorrow, is parent-teacher conferences from 5 to 7. Now, I have 103 students that I teach throughout the day. So we're trying to keep each parent-teacher conference to a maximum of 5 minutes plus or minus. So if you do the math, I have 103 students. If I gave each parent that showed up 5 minutes, I would spend 515 minutes, which is way over my 120-minute allotment. Now, granted, not every parent's going to show up. I understand that. But for the sake of keeping everything moving, let's make sure that we're going to try to stay within the 5-minute time range. If you think you need to talk more, that's totally fine. We can definitely meet at another time to talk about your son or daughter's progress. So that's totally fine. I'm opening up my office hours before or after school, and we can talk then also. So that's not a big deal, but I'm just going to try to keep it to 5 minutes if at all possible. So anyway, also, if you meet with me on Monday, you'll notice my face is all bruised and scratched up. Had a rugby game, got some couple scrapes and bruises, so that's why my face is kind of a little bit scratched and scraped. Anyway, guys, thanks a lot. Make sure you're checking these right here, and I'll see some of you on Monday.